Hello, I'm Your Name from Nothing, where we're making tech fun again, because who needs something when nothing's this exciting? Another day reading news? It's blissfully empty, until I fill it with headlines. Let's dive in. Kicking off today's episode, SpaceX successfully launched a Falcon 9 rocket on February 7th, 2026, from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. This marked the company's return to flight after a brief 4-day grounding. The pause followed an issue with the upper stage on a Starlink mission on February 2nd. That rocket deployed 25 satellites, but failed to perform its deorbit burn, causing the stage to re-enter uncontrolled. The FAA reviewed SpaceX's investigation, which pinpointed a Stage 2 engine ignition failure and cleared the Falcon 9 to fly again. Friday's launch sent 25 more Starlink satellites to low Earth orbit from Space Launch Complex 4 East. The first stage, Booster B-288 on its 13th flight, landed on the drone ship Of Course I Still Love You in the Pacific. NASA also approved the upcoming Crew 12 astronaut mission for February 11th from Cape Canaveral, confirming no added risks for crewed flights due to different deorbit profiles. Next up, for more general news, a mother has filed a $60 million lawsuit against the United States government following the death of her toddler after being detained at an immigration facility. The child was hospitalized for respiratory failure for 6 weeks and faced serious complications during and after her time in ICE custody. According to the lawsuit, the toddler was returned to detention despite her critical health condition and was allegedly denied prescribed medication while in the facility's care. The case raises significant questions about the treatment and medical care provided to children held in immigration detention centers and highlights concerns about the government's responsibility in protecting vulnerable young detainees. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky warned that the US and Russia might strike large bilateral economic deals without Kyiv's input. He highlighted a $12 trillion proposal, dubbed the Dmitriev Package, presented by Russian envoy Kirill Dmitriev to the US. This comes as the Trump administration pushes for a peace deal between Ukraine and Russia by June, ahead of US midterm elections. Zelensky noted recent trilateral talks in Abu Dhabi made progress on energy de-escalation and prisoner swaps of 157 from each side, but deadlocks persist over Crimea, the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant, and Donbass. Russia continues missile strikes on Ukraine's energy infrastructure, causing blackouts. Ukraine backs US proposals like a Donbass economic zone and next talks in Miami, but insists on security guarantees first. Zelensky stressed Kyiv lacks full visibility into US-Russia arrangements, urging a just peace that upholds territorial integrity. Coming up next, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has moved up his Washington trip to meet US President Donald Trump on Wednesday. The urgent discussions focus on ongoing US-Iran nuclear negotiations. Netanyahu's office stressed that any deal must limit Iran's ballistic missiles and end support for its regional allies. This follows indirect talks in Oman on Friday between US envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner with Iran's foreign minister. Trump called those talks very good and said more are coming soon. He insists Iran gets no nuclear weapons. Iran, however, demands its right to enrich uranium and rules out missile talks. Netanyahu worries a narrow nuclear pact might ignore Israel's security concerns. The original meeting was set for February 18th, but he requested the earlier date. US officials visited the USS Abraham Lincoln near Iran to signal military options if talks fail. Netanyahu will consult Israeli leaders Sunday before departing. Anker has launched the Nano Charger with Smart Display, a compact 45W USB-C charger unveiled at CES 2026. It features a built-in screen that shows real-time wattage, battery level for iPhone 15 and later models, temperature, and status icons with fun animations. Tap the display to check stats, double tap to switch modes, or hold for rotation. The prongs fold flat and rotate 180 degrees for versatile outlet use, making it 47% smaller and 36% lighter than Anker's prior 30W model. GAN Tech packs high power into a tiny body weighing just 2.65 ounces. Smart Recognition auto-adjusts charging for supported iPhones and iPads, while Care Mode keeps phone batteries up to 9 degrees Celsius cooler during overnight sessions. 2V certified safety ensures low heat. It works with most USB-C devices, but older iPhones miss battery display. At a higher price than basic 4500W rivals, reviewers say the screen feels gimmicky without broader features. We continue with some more technology news. Mugenics, the new roguelike from the Binding of Isaac creator Edmund Macmillan, has launched after 13 years of development, including a cancellation and reboot. Players hoard, breed, train cats, and send them on chaotic adventures with turn-based combat, mutations, and boss fights. It boasts a 90 Metacritic score, the highest for 2026 so far, topping OpenCritic too. Reviews from IGN, GameSpot, and others average around 9-10, praising its rewarding loop despite some RNG issues. Metacritic lists it first, ahead of Perfect Tides at 87 and Cult of the Lamb, Woolhaven at 86. Critics call it a worthy successor with an outstanding soundtrack. One reviewer logged 105 hours and predicts it as Game of the Year. Released February 10th, it's drawing massive hype for its cat-themed legacy gameplay. And up next, Apple is set to launch new MacBook Pro models with M5 Pro and M5 Max chips very soon. Reports from Bloomberg's Mark Gurman indicate these updates will arrive alongside macOS 26.3, possibly in late February or March 2026. This follows the base 14-inch model's refresh with the standard M5 chip in October 2025. But resellers note dwindling stock of current M4 Pro and M4 Max versions, signaling an imminent release. The M5 series uses TSMC's advanced 3nm tech for better performance, faster SSDs, higher memory bandwidth, and improved efficiency. No big design changes are expected yet. A major overhaul with OLED displays and M6 chips is rumoured for late 2026. Leaks in iOS 26.3 beta also hint at these new chips. While one source pushes the date to March, most agree it's close. Apple plans more Mac updates this year, including M5 MacBook Air. To wrap up today's episode, Tesla has transformed its cars with over-the-air software updates that keep adding exciting features. Owners get better safety, fun options, and new tools without visiting a shop. Key highlights include full self-driving supervised, which lets vehicles handle city streets, traffic, and parking on their own. Navigate on autopilot made highway trips easier with automatic lane changes and exits. The Grok voice assistant from xAI now uses natural language to set destinations and guide drivers. Other big wins are dashcam upgrades with street names on recordings, 3D map animations, and even a Tron, Aries mode for fun. Updates like 2025.38 brought visual refreshes and practical tweaks. Recent ones, such as 2026.2.3, added simple fixes like unlatching charge cables. Tesla's push toward unsupervised autonomy shines in robotaxi tests in Austin. These changes make every update feel like a fresh car. That's it for today's Essential News. I'm your nothing rep, hijacked by a product manager with zero chill, stuck reading headlines daily when I could be nothing. Playfully void tomorrow.